Some stars seem to have defeated time, appearing in public with remarkably youthful looks despite the passing years. Yet behind the red carpet lights and perfectly edited photographs, certain faces reveal a far more complicated story, one shaped by the pressure to preserve beauty, repeated cosmetic procedures, and changes that have caused even the people involved to reflect. What happens when the desire for perfection crosses the line and slowly turns into a race with no finish line? In today's video, we will explore the compelling stories behind dramatic changes in appearance, unexpected consequences, and the regrets that can sometimes follow cosmetic decisions. Behind every transformation are pressures, emotions, and sacrifices the public rarely gets to see. Before we begin, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more honest and thought-provoking stories from Hollywood. Barbara Luna Sipos grew up in Budapest, Hungary, with a strong fascination for the Barbie image. As a teenager, she felt that her appearance did not reflect the style she wanted. At the age of 17, Barbara began her cosmetic transformation with her first surgery. From that point on, the desire to have doll-like features gradually became a clear goal. She chose blonde hair, bold makeup, and an hourglass figure, gradually building an image that made her stand out more in a crowd. Over the years, Barbara underwent around 10 surgeries and procedures to change both her face and figure. The procedures mentioned by the media included breast augmentation and adjustments to her forehead, eyebrows, jaw, cheekbones, and several other areas of her body. Reports estimated the cost at nearly $100,000, much of which was once financially supported by her former husband. When before and after photos appeared, Barbara's appearance quickly attracted attention, earning her the nickname Hungary's Living Doll. Fame gave Barbara opportunities to work as a model, but it also placed her private life under greater scrutiny. She said that her striking appearance made the workplace uncomfortable because of unwanted attention from others. After her marriage ended, Barbara continued maintaining the image she had chosen while trying to build a new life. Her story shows that changing one's appearance can open new doors, but it does not automatically resolve insecurity or difficulties in everyday life. Nikki Exotica grew up in New Jersey and was drawn from an early age to the glamorous beauty of Barbie dolls. From a young age, she wanted to create a feminine, striking appearance that was completely different from how she had looked before. As an adult, Nikki began a transformation journey that lasted for many years, gradually changing her face and figure, with blonde hair, sparkling outfits, and a bold performance style. She turned her appearance into part of her stage name, music, and personal story. Nikki said she has invested more than $1 million in numerous procedures, including rhinoplasty, breast augmentation, calf implants, and other cosmetic treatments. These decisions were not made all at once, but took place over several stages as her goals became increasingly clear. The nickname $1 Million Barbie helped Nikki appear on television, in programs focused on appearance, and later on, 90 Day Fiancé. Her fame brought her story to a wide audience, drawing both sympathy and debate. Behind her glamorous image, Nikki openly shared the difficulties from her previous surgeries, including infections, scar tissue around her breast implants, and the need for further corrective procedures. In 2025, another surgery required her to be hospitalized due to complications. This experience demonstrates that all cosmetic procedures carry risks, even for experienced individuals. Do you think Nikki should continue to change her appearance? Leave your comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support us. K. Michelle publicly revealed that she had undergone illegal silicone injections in an attempt to change her body shape. At first, the decision seemed to give her the appearance she had hoped for. But over time, her body began showing concerning reactions. She had to face pain, tissue damage, and health issues related to remaining silicone in her system. This experience led K. Michelle to realize that cosmetic choices can carry long-term consequences. From that point on, she entered a difficult treatment journey. To address the complications, K. Michelle underwent multiple surgeries and even required blood transfusions during treatment. Each procedure brought hope for improvement, but also introduced new physical and emotional challenges. She has shared that recovery was not quick, as illegal silicone can spread into tissue and is difficult to fully remove. In the years that followed, she continued to monitor her health and undergo reconstructive surgery when infections appeared. Instead of keeping her story private, K. Michelle chose to speak about what she went through. She wanted fans to understand that pressure around appearance can lead people to make unsafe decisions. Her sharing was not meant to criticize cosmetic enhancement, but to emphasize the importance of qualified doctors and verified materials. Although her treatment journey remains challenging, K. Michelle continues to work and maintain a strong mindset. Her story serves as a reminder about health. Lacey Wilde entered reality television life with an appearance shaped by multiple breast augmentations, liposuction, abdominal sculpting, and buttock enhancements. These changes became an important part of her public image. Lacey did not hide her desire to transform her body and even appeared on My Strange Addiction to talk about this passion. Her openness helped her attract attention, but also made her story a subject of debate about limits, motivations, and the risks of cosmetic enhancement. Each procedure came with recovery time, the risk of complications, and difficult decisions about her health. For Lacey, the desire to change her appearance did not stop at a single procedure, but continued over many years. This led doctors and viewers to question the body's ability to withstand further surgeries. Her story reminds us that satisfaction with appearance does not always come even after many changes, as expectations can continue to shift over time. Rather than viewing Lacey as a shocking image, it is fairer to see her as someone searching for confidence in her own way. Her journey also shows the importance of listening to the body and accepting medical advice when the risks become too high. Cosmetic surgery should never turn into an endless race. Lacey's story highlights the importance of listening to your body, carefully understanding medical information, and accepting guidance from doctors when potential dangers begin to exceed safe limits. Alicia Amira grew up in Scandinavia and was drawn from an early age to the image of dolls with light-colored hair, sharply defined features, and a striking feminine style. As an adult, she left her public relations job to pursue an image she felt suited her better. Beginning with subtle changes to her face, Alicia gradually created an increasingly bold appearance. She did not see it as an attempt to fit in, but as a way to separate herself from conventional beauty and create an unmistakable identity. Over the years, Alicia underwent breast augmentation, rhinoplasty, filler injections, Botox, and several body contouring procedures. The amount reported by the media has varied over time, ranging from nearly 100,000 to around 250,000 pounds. A previous breast augmentation once resulted in an infection and required corrective treatment, showing that her journey involved more than glamorous photos. Even so, Alicia continued shaping her appearance entirely according to her own choices. Alicia has openly said that she loves an artificial aesthetic and does not want to return to her former appearance. That determination helped make her well known, but it also meant that every public appearance sparked debate. Behind her striking look were periods of recovery, major expenses, and health risks that needed to be taken seriously. Alicia's story does not encourage others to follow her path, but serves as a reminder that every cosmetic change should be based on professional guidance, safe limits, and a clear-headed decision. Victoria Wilde was born in Latvia and grew up in a small village, where her life was fairly simple when she was younger. Victoria had a slim figure and was often called Barbie by her friends because of her blonde hair. However, she was not satisfied with her body and always imagined having a more striking appearance. After entering the modeling industry, Victoria learned about cosmetic surgery options. From that point on, the image of a glamorous doll gradually became a goal she was determined to pursue. Victoria's transformation journey began in 2011. She underwent 3 breast augmentations, followed by rhinoplasty, long-lasting lip fillers, and Botox. Media reports estimated the total cost at around £30,000, with part of the expense supported by her boyfriend. The changes made Victoria look dramatically different from before, while also helping her receive more photo shoot offers. She did not hide her desire to have an exaggerated, bold, and easily recognizable appearance. Victoria says she enjoys the attention she gets when she's out in public and sees that style as part of her job. However, a striking appearance sometimes leads the public to focus only on the outward image, overlooking the person behind it. The repeated procedures also require recovery time, maintenance costs, and careful medical monitoring. Do you think Victoria's style is a way to express her personality or has gone too far? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support us. From the moment she stepped onto the stage in the 1950s, Eartha Kitt captivated audiences with her sultry voice, piercing eyes, and unmistakable presence. For decades, she consistently appeared polished, elegant, and intriguingly mysterious. That remarkable consistency in her appearance led many people to wonder how she maintained her youthful look. Some observers speculated that Eartha may have undergone subtle cosmetic procedures, but she never publicly confirmed those claims. During Hollywood's golden age, the pressure on female performers to maintain their appearance was incredibly intense. Cameras, stage lights, and constant photo shoots made physical appearance almost an essential part of the profession. In that environment, many stars turned to modern beauty treatments to preserve their image. Eartha Kitt was often mentioned in those discussions, largely because her face remained strikingly defined and captivating throughout the years. However, any such observations should be regarded as speculation rather than established fact. What made Eartha Kitt a legend wasn't the rumors surrounding her appearance, but the way she commanded the stage with her talent and powerful personality. As the years passed, her voice, charisma, and confidence continued to leave a lasting impression on audiences. If she ever chose to receive any cosmetic enhancements, they could never overshadow her true legacy. Eartha is remembered as an icon of strength, elegance, and an unbreakable spirit. John Stamos has revealed that he underwent 2 nose surgeries when he was younger. At the time, he was entering the entertainment industry and was sensitive about his on-camera appearance. The first procedure did not deliver the results he had hoped for, leaving him feeling that his facial features were not as balanced as he wanted, instead of hiding it. John chose to share the experience with honesty and humor. His story shows that even celebrities can feel insecure, hesitate, and learn from their decisions. After the first surgery, John Stamos sought out another doctor to revise his nose. He said the second adjustment helped him feel more comfortable. However, John does not see that change as the reason for his success. Appearance may support confidence, but it is his acting ability, persistence, and approachable demeanor that have sustained his career. Looking back, he tells the story as a lesson about not rushing decisions that affect the body. What makes John Stamos' journey memorable is the way he looks back on his past with calmness. He does not deny the desire to improve his appearance, nor does he present surgery as a formula to be followed. Instead, John emphasizes that everyone needs to understand their reasons, find the right specialist, and maintain realistic expectations. Over time, he has accepted that appeal does not come only from facial features, but also from confidence and life experience. That is what has made his personal image enduring. Lisa Kudrow, before becoming the beloved Phoebe Buffay watched by millions, went through a teenage period marked by insecurity. She has shared that her nose made her feel different and less confident in school environments. During the summer before transferring to a new school, Lisa decided to undergo rhinoplasty. For her at that young age, the change felt like opening a door to a new chapter, where she could move forward without being weighed down by her past or influenced by teasing remarks. Lisa described that surgery as an important change, not only in appearance but also in the feeling of being able to start over. However, her story does not turn plastic surgery into a solution for all insecurities. Each person has different circumstances, health conditions, and reasons, so such decisions need to be considered carefully. Lisa does not build a perfect image around that choice. She simply recalls a truthful period of her life, when confidence was still fragile and she was searching for a new direction. Later, Lisa Kudrow achieved success thanks to her comedic talent, charm, and unique personality. While her appearance helped her feel more comfortable, it was her acting ability that secured her lasting place in the public eye. This journey reminds us that external changes provide motivation, but cannot replace inner value. True maturity comes when one understands that they don't need to be like anyone else, but simply live confidently, mindfully, sincerely, and with self-respect. Nina Simone entered music history not through a carefully crafted appearance, but through her profound voice, haunting piano playing, and a soul constantly burning for justice. At the height of her career in the 1960s, she appeared with a powerful, distinctive image that did not conform to Hollywood standards. Some biographical sources have mentioned the possibility that Nina may have made minor changes to her appearance, but this information has not been clearly confirmed. Therefore, her story should be told with respect. The pressure on black artists during that era was far from light. They were not only required to prove their talent, but were also scrutinized through strict beauty standards and deep-seated social biases. If Nina Simone ever considered any changes, it should be understood in the context of a woman trying to survive in a highly demanding industry. However, Nina's true beauty always came from her authenticity, from her intense gaze and her never-faked emotion. What made Nina Simone an icon wasn't speculation about her appearance, but the way she used music to voice courage, the desire for freedom, and human dignity. Though time may have altered her appearance, her legacy continues to inspire generations. Which of Nina Simone's songs or moments left the deepest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to join us on our next stories. Sammy Davis Jr. is widely regarded as one of the greatest multi-talented entertainers of the 20th century. He captivated audiences with his singing, dancing, acting, and electrifying stage presence. According to numerous biographies, Sammy underwent rhinoplasty early in his career. Some researchers believe this decision was influenced by the entertainment industry's intense emphasis on appearance at the time, when performers were often expected to meet strict image standards in order to improve their career opportunities. The 1950s and 1960s were a time when Hollywood placed extraordinary emphasis on the appearance of its stars. Many performers chose to alter certain facial features in the hope of making a stronger impression on audiences and film studios. Sammy Davis Jr.'s story is often mentioned as part of that historical context, whether or not the change gave him greater confidence. One thing is clear, he never allowed his appearance to become the defining factor in his journey to conquer the stage. When looking back on Sammy Davis Jr.'s career, audiences remember him not for a surgical procedure, but for his extraordinary talent and tireless dedication. He broke down many racial barriers, proving that ability and perseverance are what truly determine an artist's place. If his appearance ever helped boost his confidence, it was his resilience that kept him at the top for decades. That is why the name Sammy Davis Jr. continues to be spoken with respect. Jane Fonda has lived much of her life under the spotlight, where aging is often seen as something to hide. She has admitted to having cosmetic procedures on her eyes and jawline because she did not want her face to appear tired at the time. This decision helped Jane feel that her outward appearance better matched the energy she still had inside. However, rather than treating plastic surgery as a secret to preserving youth, she speaks about it with honesty, reflection, and a wealth of experience. Over time, Jane Fonda's perspective on beauty gradually changed. She has said that she does not want to continue having cosmetic procedures because she fears losing her natural look and becoming caught in a cycle of constant alterations. That reflection is not a rejection of her past, but rather a sign of someone who has come to understand her own limits. Jane accepts that aging will leave its marks, and those marks are also part of her life story. Her decision to stop becomes a statement in a Hollywood that is obsessed with youthfulness. Jane Fonda's story is inspiring not because she found the perfect formula, but because she dared to change her perspective when necessary, from choosing surgery to deciding to stop. Jane shows that people have the right to adjust their lifestyles without shame. She still takes care of her appearance, exercises, and appears full of energy, but no longer sees youth as the ultimate goal. Jamie Lee Curtis underwent eyelid surgery after hearing comments that her face looked tired on camera. Later, she tried liposuction and Botox, but those experiences did not bring the sense of relief she had expected. Instead, Jamie realized she was entering an endless cycle, where each change led to the desire for further adjustments. That disappointment led her to begin questioning the appearance pressures that women in Hollywood have faced for many years. Instead of hiding it, Jamie Lee Curtis speaks openly about her past choices and the dissatisfaction that followed. She admits that she once turned to cosmetic procedures out of fear of being judged, but later came to understand that insecurity does not disappear through a single procedure. Jamie's perspective grew stronger as she witnessed the beauty industry make many people feel like they are never good enough. Her story is not meant to criticize individuals, but to raise questions about the harsh standards imposed by society. Today, Jamie Lee Curtis often appears with a natural look and a relaxed mindset. She chooses to speak about aging as a normal part of life, not a failure to be hidden. This shift in perspective has helped Jamie become a voice for respecting the body and reducing the pressure to stay young forever. Her journey shows that the biggest lesson does not come from whether the outcome is beautiful or not, but from the moment a person understands what truly makes them feel at peace and more free. Tyra Banks entered the modeling industry at a time when beauty standards were strictly controlled. Every facial feature could be judged as a deciding factor in career opportunities. Tyra has publicly shared that she underwent a nose job early in her career due to structural concerns, while also hoping for a more balanced appearance instead of hiding it. She tells the story with a calm attitude. For Tyra, honesty helps women understand that a perfect image often has many layers behind it. What makes Tyra's story unique is that she does not deny the role of beauty practices, but she also does not believe everyone must change in order to be accepted. She emphasizes the right to choose, as long as the decision comes from personal desire and is carried out safely. Tyra believes that the silence of celebrities can sometimes create unrealistic standards. When the public only sees the result, they can easily forget that behind it, there may be professionals, procedures, recovery time, and a long process. Over the years, Tyra Banks has become an advocate for diversity in the fashion industry, which once accepted only a narrow standard. She understands that beauty can be enhanced through makeup, care, or surgery, but a person's value does not lie in those tools. Tyra shares her story honestly, without judging others' choices. Her journey reminds viewers that confidence does not require perfection. It begins with understanding oneself, respecting the body, and owning the right to decide. Lena Horne was an icon of elegance and talent during Hollywood's golden age, with her harmonious features, captivating presence, and sophisticated style. She always appeared before the public with an almost flawless image. This led many people to question the secret behind her youthful look over the decades. Some later articles suggested that Lena may have used minor cosmetic procedures to slow the signs of aging. However, she never publicly confirmed these claims. As the 1960s arrived, the pressure on Hollywood starlets to maintain their image grew even stronger. Advances in cosmetic procedures began to attract the attention of many performers, especially those who frequently appeared on the big screen and television. Lena Horne was sometimes mentioned in discussions about the beauty trends of the era. mainly based on the subtle changes in her appearance over the years. However, there is no concrete evidence that she ever underwent a specific surgical procedure. What made Lena Horne's enduring appeal was never just her appearance. She inspired others through her singing, acting, and courage in speaking out against racial discrimination in the entertainment industry. Throughout every stage of her life, she maintained a calm presence and a rare sense of confidence, if she ever used any beauty treatments. They were only a very small detail in the journey of a woman who changed history through her talent and character. Diana Ross rose from the group The Supremes to become one of the most iconic music figures in the United States. Her striking beauty, signature hairstyle, and glamorous fashion sense always drew attention wherever she appeared. When comparing images of Diana Ross from the 1960s to later years, some people noticed subtle changes in her facial features. This led to speculation that she may have used cosmetic procedures to refine her appearance, although there has never been any official confirmation from her. Entering her solo career, Diana Ross faced the pressure of maintaining the image of an international superstar. Thousands of performances, photo shoots, and constant media attention meant that her appearance was always a subject of discussion. Some experts in the field of aesthetics have suggested that the changes in her facial features may have resulted from very subtle procedures or simply from modern beauty care practices. To this day, these views remain observational and have not been confirmed. Regardless of the ongoing debates about her appearance over the years, what made Diana Ross a legend remains her music and cultural influence. Her emotional voice, captivating performance style, and constant drive to reinvent herself have secured her a special place in the hearts of generations of audiences. If she ever chose any beauty treatments, it could not change the fact that talent is what truly made Diana Ross an icon that transcends time. Diana Carroll was one of the pioneering figures who paved the way for many black female performers in Hollywood. She appeared before the public with sophisticated beauty, a composed smile, and an impeccably polished presence. Over the years, her nearly flawless appearance led the media and audiences to wonder whether she had ever undergone subtle cosmetic procedures. However, Diana never confirmed those speculations, so the topic should be approached with care. During the 1960s and 1970s, actresses faced tremendous pressure regarding their appearance, age, and on-screen beauty standards. For an artist like Diana Carroll, that pressure was even greater because she was not only a star, but also a symbol of change in the entertainment industry. Some people have suggested that she may have chosen subtle cosmetic treatments to maintain her radiant appearance in front of the camera. However, it's important not to treat speculation as fact in the absence of clear confirmation. Despite rumors about her appearance, Diana Carroll's greatest legacy remains her talent, elegance, and pioneering contributions to Hollywood. She not only left her mark on the screen, but also opened up more opportunities for black actresses with her confidence and strength of character. What do you think makes Diana Carroll most memorable? Her acting talent, her captivating demeanor, or her contributions to the entertainment industry? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to support us in bringing you more interesting stories. Dionne Warwick entered the music scene with a smooth voice, elegant style, and a carefully crafted image. from the 1960s through the 1970s. She became one of the most prominent female singers in the United States, frequently appearing on stage, television, and magazine covers over time. Some viewers noticed slight changes in her facial features, particularly the shape of her nose. This led to speculation that she may have undergone cosmetic procedures, although Dion has never publicly confirmed such claims. In the entertainment industry, even small changes in a star's appearance can become a topic of discussion for years. For Dionne Warwick, this attention reflects the pressure female artists face as they are expected both to maintain their image and continuously reinvent themselves. Some observers have suggested that if there were any procedures, they were likely very subtle adjustments intended to create a more balanced look on camera. However, all such interpretations should still be regarded as speculation based on observation. What matters most in Dionne Warwick's story is not whether her appearance ever changed, but the way she built a lasting career on genuine talent. Her songs touch audiences through their gentleness, emotion, and her ability to tell stories through music. Although rumors about cosmetic procedures have surfaced, they cannot define who she is or what she stands for. Dionne Warwick remains a symbol of grace, resilience, and timeless artistic vitality. The Supremes were not only a famous female group, but also a symbol of Motown's golden era in the 1960s. Every time they appeared, they were presented with a glamorous image, elegant dresses, perfect hairstyles, and a captivating presence. This level of refinement led many to believe that the members' appearance was carefully guided by their management team. However, stories about any cosmetic procedures remain largely speculative and are not clearly confirmed facts. In the music landscape of that era, female artists were often expected not only to sell their voices, but also to embody a flawless public image. For the Supremes, this pressure was even greater, as they were one of the few black groups to break into the mainstream market. Every detail from makeup and hairstyles to posture and smiles was carefully curated to create an image of elegance. If any beauty enhancements were ever involved, they should be understood as part of the broader image pressures within the entertainment industry. What has made the Supremes endure is not speculation about their appearance, but the music, style, and cultural impact they left behind. They paved the way for many female artists who followed, proving that talent and professionalism can overcome major barriers of their time. Although the public has been curious about their looks, their true legacy lies in their timeless songs and the image of three women shining on stage, carrying pride, grace, and their own unique strength. Nancy Wilson is remembered as one of the most elegant jazz vocalists in America. Every time she appeared, she brought a sense of poise, a bright smile, and a uniquely sophisticated presence. In the 1970s, when the public image of singers was becoming increasingly curated, Nancy was also often mentioned as an artist who took care to maintain her appearance in public. Some opinions suggested that she may have used subtle beauty treatments, but there has been no official confirmation of any specific cosmetic procedures. At that time, the stage demanded not only vocal talent, but also that artists present a flawless image to the audience. Stage lights, color television, and album covers made appearance an essential part of personal branding. For Nancy Wilson, that attention to image always seemed to be expressed in a subtle, understated way. If there was any assistance from cosmetic treatments, it was believed to be very minimal, aimed at preserving a natural look rather than completely altering her appearance. Nancy Wilson's legacy is remembered not only through her warm voice and graceful emotional delivery, but also through the elegance, strength, and longevity she carried throughout decades in the entertainment industry. She did not need loud controversy to be recognized because her talent, presence, and depth as a performer were powerful enough to leave a lasting mark on audiences. Any rumors about her appearance were never strong enough to overshadow the artistry and influence she built over a lifetime. In the end, what remains is not temporary gossip, but the music, dignity, and enduring impact of an artist who gave herself fully to her craft. Among the people featured today, which story stood out to you the most or made you think the most? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss this with respect and empathy. Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss more honest, insightful, and emotional stories. The desire for physical perfection can sometimes lead to unimaginable consequences. Today, we are diving straight into the reality of botched plastic surgeries that shock the media. Please note that the stories and details shared in this video are compiled from various news outlets and remain unverified. Viewers are advised to use their discretion. From massive global celebrities to everyday people, the heavy pressure to look flawless has pushed many to make life-altering decisions. Behind these extreme transformations lie profound lessons about self-acceptance and the limits of cosmetic changes. If you find this topic intriguing, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Simon Cowell did not begin as a television icon before the world knew him through American Idol, The X Factor, and Got Talent. He worked behind the scenes in the music industry, learning how to spot real talent among thousands of dreams. His blunt honesty was sometimes controversial, but it also made him unforgettable. What made Simon different was not only his sharp comments, but his ability to build a global entertainment empire. Through The X Factor, he helped launch young artists such as One Direction and Little Mix. While many saw him as tough, Simon often showed that honest feedback, when used wisely, can push people to grow. Over the years, Simon's changing appearance also became a public topic. He has openly admitted using Botox and fillers in the past, and later said he felt he had gone too far, instead of hiding from it. He spoke honestly about the pressure of aging, fame, and image in an industry that constantly watches every face. The lesson from Simon Cowell is not about fame or appearance, but about self-awareness. His story shows that success takes confidence, but growth requires the courage to pause, reflect, and change direction. In a world obsessed with perfection, Simon's journey reminds us that honesty can be more powerful than any carefully polished image. When people hear the name Courteney Cox, many instantly think of Monica Geller from Friends Organized, warm, funny, and unforgettable. That role made her part of television history and turned her into a familiar face across generations. But behind that nostalgia was the reality of Hollywood, where aging in public can become a heavy pressure. What makes Courteney's story so relatable is her honesty. She openly admitted that she had used fillers in the past and later realized her face had changed more than she expected. Instead of pretending nothing happened, she spoke about how easy it is to lose perspective when small changes slowly become a pattern. At one point, Courtney chose to have her fillers dissolved and move toward a more natural look. She said she felt fortunate that the effects could be reversed. And over time, she became more accepting of aging. Her story is not about judging beauty choices, but about learning to recognize when outside pressure starts affecting self-image. The lesson from Courtney Cox is simple but powerful. Confidence is not about chasing the past forever. It is about knowing yourself, accepting change, and having the courage to step back when something no longer feels right. For fans, Monica will always be nostalgia. But Courtney's real journey reminds us that authenticity can be the most lasting kind of beauty. What do you think about Courtney Cox's journey toward a more natural look? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more real Hollywood transformation stories. In the late 2000s spotlight of reality TV, Heidi Montag became a familiar face on MTV's The Hills, yet she quietly struggled with insecurities that grew louder with every public comment and the brand new wave of online criticism. The camera magnified every detail, and the pressure to look flawless in Hollywood felt overwhelming for a young woman still figuring herself out. At just 23, she hoped one big transformation could finally bring the confidence she craved and help her feel at peace in her own skin. Determined to create the look she believed would match the strong image she wanted to show the world, she chose to undergo 10 cosmetic procedures in a single day in late 2009. The plan included a brow lift, nose revision, chin reduction, ear pinning, liposuction across multiple areas, buttock enhancement, and breast implant revision. At the time, it felt like the most direct path to the refreshed version of herself she had been picturing. Recovery turned out far tougher and longer than anyone expected, keeping her away from filming and daily life for many months while her body healed. Meanwhile, the media and online world reacted strongly to her changed appearance, turning her personal choice into a non-stop national conversation. The intense spotlight added another layer of pressure during an already demanding chapter. Years later, Heidi has shared openly that she now sees she was simply too young for such a life-changing step, and that much of the drive came from outside pressure rather than her own deepest wishes. She encourages anyone wrestling with similar feelings to talk with people they trust or a professional to understand what's really behind those thoughts. Her journey carries a clear lesson: lasting confidence grows from self-acceptance and thoughtful decisions, not from rushing to fix everything on the outside. Long before the changes to his face became a topic of discussion, Mickey Rourke was a rising Hollywood star in the 1980s, with intense performances in films like Diner and 9½ Weeks. Something inside him, however, drew him back to the boxing ring from his youth. He chose to leave acting behind at the height of his career to pursue professional boxing, seeking a new test of his strength and determination. The time he spent in the ring came with a significant physical cost. He suffered repeated injuries, including a broken nose on several occasions and damage to his cheekbone. These injuries eventually required reconstructive work so he could continue his acting career. He underwent surgery hoping to repair the effects of his time as a boxer. Mickey has since spoken openly about his regret over the surgeon he chose, although the procedures were meant to fix boxing-related damage, including multiple nose operations and cartilage grafts from his ear. The results were not what he had hoped for. His appearance changed noticeably, and for a long time the industry struggled to see past the transformation. The raw and honest performance he delivered in The Wrestler brought him an Oscar nomination and a major career resurgence. From his experience, Mickey's journey teaches an important lesson before undergoing any major reconstructive or cosmetic procedure. It is vital to carefully research and select the most qualified medical professionals. Real comeback power, he demonstrates, comes from talent, hard work, and the willingness to learn from past choices. In the glamorous circles of international high society, Jocelyn Wildenstein first gained attention as the wife of billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein. Early in their marriage, the couple underwent procedures together, including eye lifts, which marked the beginning of her evolving relationship with cosmetic enhancements that would eventually shape one of the most discussed looks in popular culture. Over the years, her facial features developed a striking, cat-like quality with wide-set eyes and defined contours that became instantly recognizable around the world. She has spoken about pursuing a specific aesthetic and referenced a significant procedure aimed at enhancing her eyes in a more feline direction, reflecting both personal choices and the unique environment of elite social life she inhabited. The media and public quickly embraced the unforgettable nickname Catwoman, turning her appearance into one of the most searched and memed images in entertainment history. While she has at times pointed to her Swiss heritage and natural bone structure as contributing factors. The dramatic transformation sparked widespread conversations about beauty ideals, self-expression, and the pressures faced by women in the spotlight. In later years, Jocelyn shared that she feels cautious about plastic surgery, expressing that she is scared of what can happen and prefers to avoid heavy procedures. Her journey offers a meaningful lesson. Real confidence comes from embracing who we are, rather than constantly reshaping ourselves to meet external expectations or please others. Thoughtful decisions about our appearance, made for our own well-being, often lead to greater peace and authenticity. What are your thoughts on Jocelyn Wildenstein's controversial transformation journey? Share your opinion in the comments below and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of high society. Emerging from Brooklyn in the mid-1990s, Lil' Kim quickly rose as a groundbreaking voice in hip-hop, delivering bold lyrics and an unapologetic style that helped redefine what female rappers could achieve. Her debut album, Hardcore, became a landmark release, earning massive success and opening doors for generations of women in the genre who wanted to express themselves freely and powerfully. Alongside her musical ascent came a noticeable evolution in her appearance as she underwent cosmetic procedures over the years. She has spoken candidly about this period, sharing that she sometimes felt the pressure to enhance certain features to align with beauty standards she encountered, describing herself at the time as a perfectionist who wanted to feel her absolute best in a competitive industry. The striking changes sparked ongoing conversations among fans and in the media, turning her transformation into one of the most discussed evolutions in celebrity culture. Lil' Kim has reflected on this chapter with honesty, noting that while she pursued changes to boost her confidence, the experience also taught her valuable lessons about self-perception and finding balance in how we present ourselves to the world. Through it all, Lil' Kim has highlighted the importance of self-love, encouraging others to look in the mirror and affirm their own beauty. Her journey offers a powerful reminder that while personal reinvention can be empowering, true strength comes from embracing who we are at our core, learning from our choices, and treating ourselves with kindness rather than chasing perfection. Long before she became one of Britain's most talked-about media personalities, Katie Price first captured public attention in the late 1990s as the glamorous model known as Jordan. With her striking looks and confident presence in tabloid newspapers, she quickly became a household name. And early cosmetic enhancements helped shape the bold image that would define much of her career in the spotlight. As her fame grew through reality television shows and constant media coverage, Katie continued to evolve her appearance with a series of cosmetic procedures over the years. She has been remarkably open about these choices, often sharing updates and explaining that she makes decisions based on what makes her feel confident and happy in her own skin, embracing a lifestyle of continuous reinvention that has kept her in the public eye for decades. The British tabloids have followed every chapter of her journey closely, turning her personal transformations and outspoken personality into endless headlines and reality series material. Katie has never shied away from discussing her procedures, presenting them as part of her authentic self-expression rather than something to hide, which has only added to her unique status as a cultural figure who owns her narrative completely. In recent years, Katie has offered thoughtful advice to younger women, encouraging them not to rush into cosmetic work too early and sharing that she waited until later in life for many facial enhancements. Her story carries a clear lesson, while it is empowering to make changes that boost your confidence. Taking time to consider timing and listening to your own needs can lead to wiser, more satisfying decisions in the long run. Long before she became a living work of art, Amanda Lepore grew up in New Jersey knowing from a very young age that she was meant to live as a woman. She began her transition early, starting hormone therapy in her teens and undergoing gender-affirming surgery, taking the brave steps to align her outer self with the person she had always felt inside. Inspired by classic pinup icons and Hollywood glamour, Amanda dedicated herself to crafting a hyper-feminine, exaggerated silhouette that would become her signature through a series of thoughtful cosmetic enhancements, including breast augmentation, lip shaping, and other refinements. She sculpted the striking, doll-like figure that perfectly matched her inner vision of beauty and femininity. Her transformed appearance quickly caught the attention of photographers and artists, turning her into a muse for major names like David LaChapelle. Amanda embraced the spotlight with confidence, appearing in campaigns, music videos, and performances where her bold, unapologetic look challenged conventional ideas of beauty and celebrated personal reinvention. Through her journey, Amanda has shared that the greatest gift was finally becoming the woman she was always meant to be. Her story offers a powerful lesson in authenticity when we have the courage to shape our lives and bodies to reflect our true selves. We unlock a deep sense of freedom, confidence, and creative power that inspires others to do the same. What do you think Amanda Lepore's journey teaches us about identity, confidence, and self-expression? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more real transformation stories. Long before the spotlight turned to her personal choices, Sharon Osbourne built a life as the steady force behind rock legend Ozzy Osbourne and their family. As his manager and the matriarch of a very public household, she became known for her sharp wit, unwavering support, and ability to keep everything together through decades of fame, tours, and the ups and downs that come with life in the music industry. Over the years, Sharon was open about undergoing several cosmetic procedures to maintain her look in the public eye. In 2021, she had what she later described as her most challenging facelift, one that initially left her appearance quite different from what she expected and required additional time to correct. She has spoken honestly about the experience, admitting it was driven by vanity and ego, but ultimately taught her important boundaries. The public watched her navigate this chapter alongside her well-known family life. From the groundbreaking reality show The Osbournes to ongoing media attention, Sharon faced both praise and criticism with characteristic directness, never shying away from discussing her decisions while continuing to focus on what mattered most to her, her marriage, her children, and her own sense of self. Looking back, Sharon has shared that the experience with her last facelift was a turning point. She has reflected on how easy it can be to chase an idealized version of oneself and emphasized the value of self-acceptance. Her story reminds us that while it is natural to want to look and feel our best, true confidence comes from knowing when to stop, embracing the person in the mirror, and prioritizing inner peace over external perfection. Long before she became known as the woman who captured the heart of rock and roll's greatest icon, Priscilla Beaulieu was a teenager from Germany who met Elvis Presley when she was just 14 years old. Their relationship blossomed over the years, leading to marriage in 1967 and the birth of their daughter, Lisa Marie, placing her at the center of one of the most watched lives in entertainment history. After her divorce from Elvis in 1973, Priscilla carved out her own path as an actress, businesswoman, and guardian of his legacy. She balanced raising her family with building a public career while navigating the intense scrutiny that came with being connected to such a legendary figure, all while maintaining her signature grace and elegance under constant media attention. In her pursuit of maintaining a youthful appearance amid the pressures of fame, Priscilla once received cosmetic injections from an unqualified individual who used industrial-grade silicone. The procedure led to complications that she has openly discussed having to manage for many years afterward, highlighting the risks of placing trust in the wrong hands when it comes to personal care and beauty decisions. Through her experiences, Priscilla has shared valuable insights about the importance of being cautious with cosmetic procedures and choosing only licensed, reputable professionals. Her story serves as a reminder that true confidence comes from making informed choices about our bodies, prioritizing safety and self-acceptance over fleeting trends or external expectations, and learning to embrace who we are at every stage of life. Long before she became the queen of red carpet commentary, Joan Rivers fought her way into the male-dominated world of stand-up comedy in the 1960s. With her sharp wit and fearless delivery, she broke barriers for women in entertainment, turning personal observations about life, fame, and aging into comedy gold that made audiences laugh for decades. As her career flourished, Joan became remarkably open about her relationship with cosmetic procedures. She underwent numerous surgeries and treatments over the years to maintain a youthful, polished appearance that she often described as making her feel more confident on stage and in the spotlight. Her evolving look, which grew increasingly smooth and defined, became part of her public persona that she embraced with humor rather than hiding. Joan never shied away from joking about her choices, famously quipping that she wished she had a twin so she could see what she would look like without plastic surgery. She turned the topic of aging and enhancements into one of her most reliable sources of material, using self-deprecating humor to address the pressures of staying relevant in Hollywood while owning every decision she made about her appearance. through her unapologetic attitude. Joan taught a powerful lesson about confidence and personal freedom. She showed that it is okay to do what makes you feel good about yourself, to laugh at your own choices, and to refuse to let age or public opinion dictate how you live. Her story reminds us that true empowerment comes from embracing who we are and what we want, without apology or shame. Joan Rivers showed us that real confidence means owning your choices and laughing about them too. If her story inspired you, hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more unapologetic stories. Long before she became the face of one of fashion's most iconic houses, Donatella Versace worked quietly alongside her brother Johnny, helping shape the bold, glamorous vision that defined Versace in the 1980s and 90s. As his closest collaborator and creative partner, she absorbed the brand's DNA while carving out her own space within the family empire. When tragedy struck in 1997, Donatella stepped into the role of creative director with remarkable determination. She took the reins of the Versace empire, guiding it through difficult times while honoring her brother's legacy and infusing it with her own modern sensibility. Under her leadership, the brand continued to dominate red carpets and high fashion for nearly 3 decades. As the public face of Versace, Donatella's appearance evolved alongside the brand she led. Over the years, her look became more sculpted, with noticeable refinements to her nose, cheeks, and lips that reflected the intense beauty standards of the fashion industry. She carried these changes with the same confidence and flair that defined her role as a global style icon. Through her journey of stepping up after immense loss and navigating the pressures of fame and image, Donatella has embodied resilience and the power of reinvention. Her story teaches us that true strength often lies in carrying forward a legacy while finding the courage to make it your own, embracing change with grace, and leading with authenticity even when the spotlight is unrelenting. Long before his striking appearance became a topic of discussion, Pete Burns rose to fame in the mid-1980s as the charismatic frontman of Dead or Alive with the global hit You Spin Me Round. His bold, androgynous style and powerful stage presence made him a standout figure in the new wave and pop scenes, where self-expression through image was everything. As his career progressed, Pete became increasingly focused on crafting his look through cosmetic procedures. What began as a desire to refine his features for the camera gradually turned into a long-term journey of multiple enhancements, as he sought to align his outer appearance with the artistic vision he had for himself. He spoke openly about these choices as a form of personal expression and satisfaction. Over time, Pete's evolving face became one of the most discussed transformations in pop culture. He addressed the process with his signature honesty and humor, often reflecting on how the pursuit of a certain aesthetic had shaped both his public image and his private relationship with self-perception in an industry that placed heavy emphasis on visual impact. Through his candid reflections, Pete highlighted the importance of understanding one's motivations when making changes to one's appearance. His story offers a meaningful lesson about the balance between self-expression and self-acceptance, reminding us that while it is natural to want to present our best self to the world, true fulfillment ultimately comes from within rather than from endless external alterations. The earnest desire for self-confidence led Raji Narinasinghe into an unforeseen tragedy when she trusted an unlicensed cosmetic practitioner, Seeking affordable enhancements, she unknowingly allowed harmful industrial substances like cement and tire sealant to be injected directly into her face. This tragic mistake destroyed her natural features. Carrying a heavily disfigured face filled with painful, hardened nodules, she lived in isolation and deep insecurity for many difficult years. A ray of hope finally appeared when she joined a specialized medical program where talented surgeons successfully removed the toxic materials, restoring both her physical appearance and her inner peace of mind. Her miraculous journey of recovery serves as a profound cautionary tale regarding the severe dangers of unlicensed cosmetic procedures. The human body is priceless and must never be entrusted to cheap, unsafe medical shortcuts. The most sincere advice is to love yourself properly and always seek certified professionals for any physical changes. The journeys of the individuals featured today clearly prove that endlessly chasing perfection can sometimes make us lose our true selves. The most important lesson here is to embrace your natural beauty and only seek reputable professionals for any cosmetic needs. Lasting confidence will always stem from truly understanding and loving yourself. Thank you so much for joining us to explore the hidden realities behind the intense pressure of the cosmetic industry. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and turn on notifications for future content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and we will see you in our next video soon. Behind the glamorous appearances seen on Hollywood screens are lives marked by devastating medical tragedies and life-altering decisions that few people could ever imagine. Have you ever wondered what is truly hidden beneath those seemingly perfect masks? Are these scars, physical transformations, and extreme ambitions symbols of personal freedom, or deadly traps created by the pressure to look flawless, moving beyond the illusion of fame and beauty? The 15 stories in today's video offer powerful lessons about human dignity, inner strength, and the values that matter most when people are forced to confront life's harshest challenges. These unfiltered stories will completely transform the way you see beauty, the power of healing, and the human will to survive in the face of public judgment. Prepare yourself for a haunting and dramatic journey that is also deeply compassionate and profoundly human. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications now as we uncover shocking medical secrets and the raw truths behind these controversial appearances. Share this video and leave your thoughts in the comments to help us spread powerful messages about human dignity, self-worth, and the courage to keep living as we continue exploring extraordinary journeys that break through life's limits. Linda is a woman whose transformation journey has been both bold and widely debated over the years. She has spent more than $50,000 on numerous cosmetic procedures, completely altering her original facial appearance. For Linda, cosmetic enhancement is not just a hobby, but has become an essential part of her lifestyle. Her strongest focus has always been her lips, driven by a powerful desire to achieve an extremely full look, to the point where her lips become a defining and dominant feature of her face. Her passion eventually reached a point where several clinics in her area refused to perform further filler procedures due to safety and health concerns. However, this barrier did not stop Linda. She was willing to travel to places like Florida, where cosmetic services are more open to unconventional appearances. By sharing images of her lips on social media, Linda unexpectedly gained support from a fan community that admired her distinctive look. In fact, some followers were even willing to financially support her so she could continue undergoing filler treatments. in a television program. Linda's story became even more personal when she had an open conversation with her ex-boyfriend, Chris. When asked whether she planned to stop, Linda found herself facing a difficult choice between her personal passion and the perspectives of those close to her. Her journey represents a clear example of modern freedom in shaping one's own appearance, while also raising questions about the limits of cosmetic enhancement. Despite receiving mixed reactions, Linda continues to live according to her own desires, confidently expressing her individuality through the look she has carefully created. Chelsea Charms is a well-known figure on the internet and in international media due to her extremely distinctive appearance. Her journey began when she decided to undergo cosmetic procedures in her 20s, aiming to transform her body into something highly unconventional and far beyond traditional beauty standards. The most notable aspect of her transformation was her choice to use a special cosmetic method involving polypropylene string implants, a technique that is no longer widely used in modern medical practice today. The characteristic of this material is that it continuously absorbs natural fluids from the body, causing her breasts to keep increasing in size over time and resulting in an extremely unusual appearance. This extreme transformation brings Chelsea both opportunities and challenges in her daily life. On the positive side, she quickly became a media phenomenon, attracting significant public attention and building a large global fan base, which helped her develop an independent personal career. However, her story also opens up many perspectives for discussion, particularly regarding the real-life impacts that extreme cosmetic interventions can have on the human body. Issues such as finding suitable clothing and adapting to changes in body weight that affect daily activities show that this is not purely an aesthetic decision, but one that also requires significant adjustments in real-life routines. Nevertheless, Chelsea Charms continues to appear in public with confidence and an open attitude when discussing her personal choices. As a result, her story becomes a thought-provoking topic about the boundary between personal freedom, beauty standards, and the consequences that may come with them, while also raising questions about how individuals define and accept differences in modern society. Valdir Salgado was a man from Brazil who attracted major international attention for his pursuit of an extremely muscular physique inspired by superhero characters. Starting out as a naturally slim young man, Valdir turned to bodybuilding in hopes of transforming his appearance and boosting his confidence. However, rather than relying solely on conventional training, he chose a controversial path by using artificial muscle-enhancing substances to rapidly increase the size of his arms, chest, and back. This decision gave him an enormous physique and earned him widespread recognition on social media, where he became known as the Brazilian Hulk, despite repeated warnings and concerns from medical professionals about the potential health risks. Valdir continued pursuing this lifestyle, driven by personal passion and the public attention he received. Although he became a widely recognized internet figure, his journey came to a sad end when he passed away in 2022 at the age of 55. Valdir Salgado's life leaves behind a thought-provoking story about the limits of body transformation, while also serving as an important reminder about prioritizing physical health and medical safety when pursuing any appearance-related goals. Do you think appearance is worth risking your health for? Leave a comment with your thoughts. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking true stories. Michaela Romanini. a prominent figure in Italy's high society, was once admired for her naturally captivating beauty. However, the pressure to preserve her youth led her to rely heavily on cosmetic treatments from an early age. She repeatedly received large amounts of lip filler and frequent Botox injections, eventually transforming her appearance completely. These excessive procedures gradually erased her original delicate features, leaving her face looking rigid and less naturally expressive. Michaela's journey serves as a powerful warning about the risks of overusing cosmetic treatments, reminding us of the importance of knowing when to stop in order to protect both our health and our natural appearance. What began as a routine cosmetic decision at the age of 40 unexpectedly placed an Oregon neurologist in a serious medical crisis after an unknown substance later identified as industrial-grade silicone was injected into her face. The complications developed silently over several years before triggering severe reactions, causing deep damage beneath her eyes and significantly affecting the left side of her face because of improper technique. Faced with growing risks to both her health and appearance, the resilient physician realized that she needed to seek specialized medical treatment immediately to repair the damage. Rather than avoiding the reality of what had happened, she chose to confront it by seeking help from leading surgical specialists and undergoing a highly complex series of reconstructive treatments. Her recovery journey not only helped restore much of her original appearance, but also became a powerful source of inspiration, raising public awareness about the importance of safe cosmetic care and self-respect. By courageously sharing her personal experience, she spread a positive message and helped others become better informed and more cautious before making decisions that could affect their health. Foxy Menagerie. A 42-year-old woman from Michigan, USA, embarked on a unique journey of personal transformation to regain her confidence after a life setback. Following a divorce 6 years ago, she opted for her first cosmetic surgery, aiming to create a new image and start a fresh chapter in her life. Since then, Foxy has relentlessly pursued her goal of achieving the appearance she has always dreamed of, drawing inspiration from the iconic Jessica Rabbit with her striking curves. With her dedication to personal aesthetics, Foxy now has a significant bust size, reaching 6,640 cubic centimeters, and continues her transformation journey. She shares that she has placed expansion devices on each side to support her next body goals, aiming to reach the milestone of 7,000 cubic centimeters. While her journey attracts considerable public attention, Foxy consistently demonstrates full control and agency in shaping her own appearance. For Foxy Menagerie, each surgery represents more than a physical transformation. It is also a way for her to redefine herself and affirm her individuality after experiencing major changes in life. Although her choices may attract mixed opinions, Foxy remains committed to the path she has chosen and continues shaping the version of herself that feels most authentic. Her story shows that everyone has their own way of adapting to change, reclaiming their personal voice, and expressing their identity to the world. Fulvia Pellegrino, a 56-year-old transgender woman from Peveragno, Italy, drew significant international media attention through her deeply personal and determined journey of self-expression and transformation. Raised in a traditional and strict family environment, Fulvia spent much of her early life navigating profound internal struggles while trying to live authentically. Her physical transformation began decades ago, when she made the courageous decision to openly pursue the life she felt truly reflected her identity. reportedly investing around $76,000 in cosmetic procedures as part of that journey. Her transformation journey has been extensive, reportedly involving numerous cosmetic procedures, including repeated facial filler treatments, multiple breast augmentation surgeries, liposuction procedures, and additional body contouring treatments in pursuit of her personal vision of self-expression. Despite the physical challenges that often come with such a demanding process, she remained determined to continue shaping the appearance she felt aligned with her identity. One of the most remarkable aspects of her story is the unwavering support of her wife, Marisa, who stood by her throughout this deeply personal journey. Despite the dramatic physical changes that transformed the outward dynamic of their relationship, Marisa continued to offer Fulvia unwavering understanding and full support for her decisions. Their enduring bond went far beyond conventional expectations, reflecting the profound strength of love, acceptance, and deep respect for personal identity and individual freedom. Fulvia Pellegrino's story is not simply about pursuing a desired appearance. It is a powerful testament to the courage required to overcome social barriers, embrace one's authentic self, and honor a uniquely meaningful family bond built on compassion and loyalty. Britney Spears, a global pop icon, has experienced a deeply turbulent journey in both her personal life and appearance under the constant glare of the spotlight. Throughout her decades-long career, her beauty has remained a major focus of international media attention, from her radiant teenage image to her more mature and glamorous style. Even though Britney's use of cosmetic treatments appears to have been relatively limited, it has repeatedly become a subject of public and media speculation. Over the years, the singer has openly discussed undergoing non-invasive beauty treatments to help maintain a youthful appearance. Britney has confirmed that she received lip fillers and used advanced skincare treatments to help maintain firmer-looking skin after years of working under intense pressure. She has also openly expressed interest in modern cosmetic technologies designed to enhance certain facial features, however. Unlike the more extreme reliance on invasive procedures often associated with Hollywood, Britney has generally sought a balance between aesthetic treatments and caring for her overall well-being. After enduring years of pressure related to her conservatorship and other personal struggles, Britney Spears now places a much stronger focus on healing, self-acceptance, and learning to love her body. Although her appearance has sometimes become a target of judgment on social media, Britney has repeatedly defended her personal freedom to choose how she presents herself. She has encouraged fans to focus on mental well-being and personal comfort rather than imposing rigid standards of beauty. Britney Spears' journey extends far beyond cosmetic decisions. It is also a story of reclaiming autonomy, rebuilding inner strength, and affirming that every woman has the right to make her own choices and shine in her own way, regardless of public pressure or social judgment. Penny Brown, a 25-year-old woman from Australia now living in Okinawa, Japan, has attracted worldwide attention for her bold and unconventional pursuit of physical beauty, aiming to create a personal vision of an ideal hourglass figure. Penny has undergone significant transformations over the past 2 years. She has had 2 breast augmentation surgeries, increasing her bust size from an H-cup to an impressive O-cup. At the same time, to achieve a dramatic contrast in her body proportions, she has persistently reduced her waist from 38 inches to just 23 inches by wearing tightly laced corsets, at times up to 23 hours a day. These transformations have created a striking silhouette, with a bust measurement twice the size of her waist. However, this lifestyle comes with significant daily challenges. Wearing such tightly laced corsets restricts her stomach, forcing Penny to eat smaller, more frequent meals, and making even basic movements like bending, sitting, or lying down difficult. High-intensity physical activities and sports are also severely limited to ensure she can breathe safely. Despite the many physical and mobility challenges she faces, Penny Brown remains steadfast in her belief that her efforts and sacrifices are entirely worthwhile. Her journey is a striking example of personal agency in shaping one's own idea of beauty, where individuals make deliberate choices to realize the image they desire, regardless of conventional standards or societal expectations. Her story is not just about appearance, it also reflects a strong personal commitment to pursuing unique values and staying true to one's convictions. Born in São Paulo, Brazil, Jessica Alves felt from an early age a powerful desire to change her appearance to better reflect how she saw herself internally. Jessica Alves began her widely publicized journey under the name Rodrigo Alves, a figure who drew global attention with the nickname the Human Ken Doll. During that period, she devoted immense time, effort, and hundreds of thousands of dollars to reshaping her body to match an idealized masculine image, including sculpted facial features and the appearance of artificial six-pack abs. She possessed a bold, determined spirit and a constant desire to pursue her own vision of perfection, which set her on a long and highly publicized journey filled with both challenges and intense public attention. Jessica Alves' path was marked by the courage to make significant personal changes, including undergoing numerous complex aesthetic procedures as part of her transformation. She never hesitated to openly share this entire journey with the public and the media, from smaller facial changes to larger body-shaping procedures. For Jessica, each step was not simply about altering her appearance, but about actively creating the version of herself she wanted to become. Her honesty and openness made her a familiar face on many popular reality television programs in the UK, Italy, Brazil, and other countries, where she consistently appeared with confidence and a vibrant, positive presence. A major and defining turning point in Jessica Alves' life came in early 2020 when she publicly came out as a woman. She shared that after many years of self-discovery, she realized this was the identity that truly reflected who she had always wanted to be. From that moment, she began a new chapter focused on living fully and authentically as a woman. Jessica embraced a different personal style and underwent further procedures aligned with her transition, while adopting a glamorous, colorful, and sophisticated public image. With a history of more than 100 cosmetic procedures over the span of more than a decade, Jessica Alves has become one of the most widely recognized transformation stories in modern media. Her continuous evolution has also fueled broader discussions within medical and psychological circles about body image, self-perception, and the emotional factors that can shape repeated appearance-related decisions. Some experts have noted that an ongoing desire for physical change can, in certain cases, be connected to deeper personal struggles involving self-image and long-term satisfaction, making stories like Jessica's part of a larger conversation about beauty, identity, and emotional well-being. What initially inspired admiration from some for her openness and personal courage has gradually evolved into broader questions about the balance between personal freedom and personal well-being. Today, as a model, television personality, and influential content creator, Jessica continues to draw public attention and spark ongoing discussions about self-transformation, individual choice, and the way society defines and responds to beauty. For some, Jessica's story is a symbol of courage, an example of someone choosing to live according to her own path and pursue what brings her happiness. For others, her journey raises important questions about beauty pressures, media influence, and the line between personal transformation and the search for acceptance. No matter the perspective, Jessica's story remains one that continues to spark reflection, conversation, and strong public opinion. Do you see Jessica's journey as a symbol of courage or a warning about modern beauty pressures? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit like and subscribe to the channel to join more thought-provoking discussions. Andrea Ivanova created a visual shockwave by possessing the largest lips in the world, challenging conventional beauty standards. With her surreal appearance, she became a global focal point in 2026, serving as proof of an astonishing breakdown of biological limits. This is a unique transformation journey where personal identity is pushed to the extreme in order to assert absolute difference from the crowd. Having spent over $26,000 on dozens of filler injections, Andrea continues to upgrade her personal brand despite medical warnings about the risks. Her persistence in pursuing a real-life doll aesthetic has sparked wide-ranging debates about the boundaries of cosmetic medicine and human tolerance. She has turned financial investment into a living symbol of endurance and the desire to achieve beauty defined entirely on her own terms. Behind the oversized lips lies an educational lesson about the fragile boundary between personal passion and long-term health safety, while respecting bodily autonomy. Her story remains a sober reminder of the importance of self-protection against excessive invasive procedures. It is a message about radiant self-confidence, while also emphasizing that every step taken in altering one's appearance must be accompanied by responsibility and informed understanding. Arlindo de Souza, a bricklayer from Olinda, Brazil, once drew international attention for his pursuit of an extremely muscular physique that pushed beyond conventional limits, hoping to quickly achieve massive muscle growth without traditional long-term training. He chose a risky shortcut involving synthetic muscle-enhancing substances. This led to a dramatically enlarged appearance, including arms measuring nearly 74 centimeters, earning him the nickname "The Mountain" in his local community. However, behind this striking look were serious and hidden risks to his physical health. The greatest turning point in Arlindo's life came when he painfully witnessed a close friend pass away after using a similar body-altering method. That loss, combined with serious warnings from medical professionals about the risks of infection, tissue damage, and long-term complications, forced him to reconsider every choice he had made. Arlindo gradually realized that no ideal physique was worth sacrificing his health or his life. After a period of reflection, he decided to completely stop using artificial substances and enhancement methods, choosing instead to care for his body in a safer and healthier way. Would you be willing to risk your health to change your appearance? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit like and subscribe to the channel to help promote safer choices. Jordan James Park attracted significant international attention through a bold appearance transformation journey inspired by his desire to become the perfect version of his idol, Kim Kardashian. Deeply fascinated by the reality star's glamorous beauty and distinctive personal style, Jordan chose to pursue cosmetic procedures in an effort to reshape his own face. His transformation unfolded through a long series of complex surgeries and repeated aesthetic medical treatments. He did not hesitate to spend large amounts of money on procedures such as oversized lip fillers, rhinoplasty, eyebrow transplants, and facial contouring treatments designed to create the features he had always desired. These dramatic changes turned Jordan into a major focus of media coverage and social media discussion, sparking intense debate about the limits of personal cosmetic enhancement and the influence of celebrity idols in modern society. Despite facing sharply divided public opinion, Jordan has consistently maintained that these procedures were his personal choice and helped him gain confidence and happiness by allowing him to live according to the image he wished to pursue. However, this journey also came with serious warnings about the health risks associated with excessive cosmetic procedures. Jordan James Park's story became a striking example of the desire to pursue an almost surreal standard of beauty and the pressure surrounding physical appearance in the entertainment world. At the same time, his experience offers a thoughtful reminder to carefully balance personal beauty ambitions with the need to protect long-term health. It also emphasizes that everyone has the freedom to define their own image, as long as personal safety and lasting happiness remain the highest priorities. Beauty, a 24-year-old content creator from Lagos, Nigeria, has undergone a striking physical transformation in pursuit of her own ideal beauty standards. Formerly a nurse, she changed career paths 3 years ago to become a content creator and began reshaping her figure, hoping to address what she felt was an imbalance around her hips. Beauty invested approximately $30,000 in cosmetic procedures, including buttock augmentation and a challenging experimental rib surgery intended to create a smaller waist. To maintain her dramatic figure and 16-inch waist, she follows a highly disciplined routine, carefully controls her food portions, and wears a corset every day. Although Beauty is satisfied with the results she has achieved, she has also faced intense public scrutiny and negative comments on social media. Her dramatic transformation deeply concerned her close friend Rita when she saw it for the first time. Beauty has not ruled out undergoing additional procedures in the future. Her journey reflects her determination to pursue a personal vision of beauty while also raising important questions about the line between cosmetic ambition and the need to protect long-term health and safety. Val Kilmer, the legendary actor known for iconic roles such as Batman and Iceman, underwent a deeply challenging transformation in his appearance, driven primarily by major health struggles rather than a desire to alter his looks. Over the years, the public witnessed significant changes in the actor's face, largely resulting from his prolonged battle with throat cancer. To survive, he had to endure extremely demanding medical treatments, including surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy. These treatments directly affected the structure of his neck and face, leaving scars and significantly altering the appearance that had once made him a symbol of Hollywood masculinity. In addition, the damage to his voice following treatment forced him to rely on medical assistance, completely changing the way he performed and communicated in everyday life. Unlike stars who turn to cosmetic procedures in an effort to preserve their youth, Val Kilmer's journey reflects the resilience of an artist learning to accept and live with the physical changes caused by illness. Rather than trying to hide the marks of time or the lasting effects of treatment, Val chose to face the public with honesty. In his memoir, he openly shared the pain he endured and the challenges of recovery, showing that he valued life far more than outward appearance. Val Kilmer's career and appearance today stand as a testament to an enduring artistic spirit. Instead of allowing beauty standards to define him, he transformed his scars and physical changes into part of his legacy, inspiring audiences with a powerful message of courage, self-acceptance, and the strength to rise again after life's greatest hardships. These stories show that beauty is not defined solely by outward appearance, but also by the ability to accept oneself and make responsible choices. Every transformation carries a personal story, which is why it is important to approach each one with fairness rather than judgment. Which case left the greatest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to join us for more remarkable Hollywood stories. Have you ever wondered why some of the most famous faces from the past now look almost unrecognizable behind the spotlight? Many stars have paid a heavy price for regrettable cosmetic procedures gone wrong. In today's video, we'll look back at the most shocking beauty transformations of these celebrities up to 2026. Let's dive in. And don't forget to hit like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Ashlee Simpson drew significant attention when she chose to openly embrace her rhinoplasty at the peak of her career rather than concealing it. Her honest approach to public scrutiny became a bold statement of self-respect, effectively shattering superficial beauty standards and forcing a necessary re-evaluation of the intense pressures surrounding physical appearance. This decision was more than just a physical transformation. It was a pivotal turning point that allowed her to shed the exhausting pressure to appear perfect before the public. By proactively sharing her story, Ashlee won the hearts of millions of fans seeking authenticity behind the glitz of the stage. Instead of struggling to meet media expectations, she chose to live honestly, and this courage earned her profound understanding from the audience while firmly establishing her unique identity. Ashlee's story proves that living authentically is the most effective remedy for dismantling social prejudices. Rather than allowing her appearance to define her, she uses personal experience to spread a message of confidence, affirming that true beauty stems from a sense of freedom within the soul. Victoria Beckham has come a long way from the cool, distant image of posh spice to becoming a powerful global fashion icon. In her younger years, she underwent breast augmentation, a decision she later looked back on as a lesson in growth and maturity. That choice was closely tied to an era when beauty standards were imposed with harsh expectations, making it easy for many women to lose themselves while chasing the flawless image society demanded from successful women in the entertainment industry. Victoria's transformation went far beyond style. It also reflected the way she learned to value her natural beauty by stepping away from artificial standards. She embraced a more refined image, where confidence, poise, and a sharp sense of aesthetics became her true weapons instead of altered features. She proved that a strong woman is someone brave enough to face her past in order to rediscover her real worth, shifting her mindset from seeking outside approval to genuinely appreciating herself. Looking back on her journey, people can see a strong woman who learned to love herself after many ups and downs. Victoria's story inspires millions of women to take control of their lives and recognize that true value lies in sharp thinking and a distinctive personal style. Her confidence does not come from a perfect appearance, but from intelligence, experience, and unconditional self-love, making her truly different, elegant, and powerful in her own right. Do you think age is a barrier to changing yourself? Leave a comment. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. Jennifer Aniston has long been admired for her naturally radiant beauty and youthful presence over the years, in a Hollywood environment constantly shaped by changing beauty trends. She once shared that she had her deviated septum corrected for health reasons, helping her breathe more comfortably and improve her daily life. Her story is not about glorifying physical change, but about highlighting the importance of listening to your body, prioritizing health, and embracing personal confidence instead of chasing glamorous outside standards. Jennifer Aniston's openness has helped her create a special connection with fans who admire her simple and authentic way of life. Instead of chasing a flawless image, she chose to preserve her natural, healthy beauty, turning simplicity into her own signature. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, Jennifer's sincerity makes her feel even more relatable and admirable in the eyes of the public. Through Jennifer Aniston's image, we can clearly see a message about self-love through the harmony of health, mindset, and appearance. She shows that lasting beauty does not come from looks alone, but also shines through a well-cared-for body and a peaceful soul, where confidence and self-respect continue to walk alongside her on the journey of growth. Denise Richards once made her mark in the entertainment industry with her striking natural beauty and distinctive charm. Over time, she also became open about the choices she made in the past to change her figure, instead of keeping it as a private subject that was difficult to discuss. She chose an honest attitude so audiences could understand that behind the perfect image on screen were still very human personal decisions. That sincerity helped her maintain a strong connection with fans, who have always valued honesty more than a glamorous image that lacks warmth and relatability. Sharing her personal story did not make Denise Richards lose her appeal. Instead, it revealed the confidence and sense of control in the way she viewed herself. She understood what she wanted and was willing to face different opinions from the public. Denise showed that beauty choices can sometimes simply be a way for a person to feel more comfortable and confident in their own life. Denise Richards' story reminds us that everyone has the right to choose how they present themselves to the public, whether famous or not. Caring for one's appearance is a personal decision and should be respected. Through her journey, audiences can learn to view beauty with a more open mind. Denise continues to leave her mark through her strength, lasting career, and positive approach to life. Do you think Denise's bravery inspires you? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to support us. Kaley Cuoco has long been loved by audiences for her youthful presence, positive energy, and relatable way of sharing about herself. She has openly spoken about a few choices she made in the past to change her appearance, seeing them as decisions that helped her feel more confident and comfortable. Instead of avoiding the topic to maintain an entirely natural image, Kaley chose honesty when discussing her journey. That transparency not only helped her move past years of public speculation, but also made fans appreciate even more the sincerity and strength of a beloved star. For Kaley Cuoco, the choices she made in the past to change her appearance were a way to feel more comfortable and confident in herself within an entertainment industry that often places heavy pressure on maintaining a perfect image. She did not see those decisions as losing her individuality, but as part of her journey of self-care and personal satisfaction whenever she appeared in public. Her gentle and honest way of sharing turned a potentially controversial topic into something relatable and deeply human. Thanks to that openness, Kaylee has continued to maintain a sincere and lasting connection with her loyal fan community. Through Kaylee Cuoco's image, audiences see a woman who has always taken control of her life and confidently made decisions that felt right for her, instead of being ruled by outside judgment. She shows that true beauty is not only found in appearance, but also in the right to choose and the feeling of being at peace with yourself after every change. Rather than trying to become a perfect icon, Kaylee chose to become the most confident, comfortable, and authentic version of herself. Her story inspires many women to understand that self-love sometimes begins with the courage to embrace positive change. Cindy Crawford is a timeless beauty icon in the world of modeling. She has openly shared that she uses gentle appearance maintenance methods to preserve a fresh look, rather than chasing extreme changes. For Cindy, the most important thing has always been maintaining a natural, balanced, and confident presence at every stage of life. Cindy Crawford's subtle strength lies in the fact that she has always understood her limits, viewing modern beauty maintenance methods as just enough support rather than allowing them to overshadow her natural beauty. She does not avoid the fact that she may rely on certain solutions to keep her skin looking fresh, but instead makes them part of a balanced journey of self-care. It is her confidence, strength, and calm presence as an experienced supermodel that have helped Cindy maintain her lasting influence, proving that beauty can be preserved over time through awareness and proper care. Cindy Crawford's journey is clear proof that beauty does not come only from outward features, but also from the way each person calmly embraces change over time. She shows that aging is a natural part of life, and that using modern care methods in a reasonable way can help women feel more confident at different stages. Instead of chasing a distant image of perfection, Cindy chooses to preserve her radiance, health, and lasting elegance. She remains a beautiful source of inspiration for generations of women around the world. What do you think about Cindy's transformation? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our future content. Bella Thorne has always stood out for her bold style, strong personality, and honest attitude when facing public opinions. When speaking about getting lip fillers, she did not choose to avoid the topic, but saw it as a normal beauty care experience that helped her feel more confident. In an entertainment industry where appearance is often closely scrutinized, Bella's openness has helped soften invisible judgments. She shows that everyone has the right to make choices that help them feel more satisfied with themselves. Bella Thorne's story is not only about appearance, but also clearly reflects the independent spirit of a young artist in a high-pressure entertainment industry. She does not force herself into existing molds just to please every gaze, but actively chooses a style that matches the dynamic personality within her. That openness has helped Bella become a relatable figure for younger generations, who value honesty, personal freedom, and feeling comfortable with themselves. Audiences admire her for her straightforward attitude, confidence, and courage to always be her own distinctive version. Through Bella Thorne's image, we can see that caring for one's appearance can also be a way of practicing self-love. She shows that when a person is confident enough to choose changes that feel right for them, they can find greater comfort and stability in life. For Bella, true beauty is not only found in appearance, but also shines through a free spirit, a distinctive personality, and the courage to live authentically as herself. Sofia Vergara has long been a topic of discussion among aesthetic experts, but instead of reacting negatively, She has always maintained a calm and intelligent attitude, although she is frequently analyzed for possible rejuvenation procedures. She does not need to offer explanations, as her radiant appearance speaks for itself and answers all speculation. For Sophia, beauty is a combination of natural genetics and scientifically grounded self-care. She demonstrates that a powerful woman knows how to use every advantage to maintain her peak presence and performance. Sofia Vergara's appeal comes not only from her striking appearance, but also from her positivity and sense of humor. She does not let discussions about her looks affect her life or career, but instead sees them as motivation to keep shining. Sophia's calm and graceful attitude reflects the image of a confident, intelligent woman who knows how to value herself. Sofia Vergara's journey offers a lesson in staying strong in the face of harsh public criticism. She shows that when a person truly understands their own value, outside opinions cannot easily shake their inner confidence. Sophia is proof that women can maintain their radiance over time when they know how to care for themselves properly and keep an optimistic spirit. Her appeal is a blend of confidence, intelligence, joyful presence, and a healthy lifestyle, allowing her to stand out wherever she appears. Salma Hayek has long drawn attention for her timeless, graceful beauty, even as she consistently denies undergoing excessive cosmetic surgery. For her, beauty is the result of carefully nurturing the body from within, combined with an optimistic and joyful outlook on life. Despite being frequently scrutinized by experts, Salma continues to shine calmly with her natural features and an undeniable, irreplaceable allure. Her steadfastness is a powerful testament to the value of natural beauty. Salma Hayek's journey is not only about preserving beauty, but also reflects the self-respect and confidence of a strong artist. She has always valued her own unique beauty while embracing the marks of time on her face as a natural part of life. That confident and proud perspective has helped Salma maintain a special place in the world of cinema. She shows that women can remain captivating, powerful, and deeply influential when they know how to love, care for, and cherish their own natural beauty. Salma Hayek's story is a powerful inspiration about accepting and loving oneself at every stage of life. She reminds us that beauty does not need to be perfectly sculpted like a statue, but rather alive and filled with the emotion of its owner. Salma is an ideal model of natural elegance, where confidence does not come from cosmetic technology, but from a deep understanding of one's inner worth. Looking at Salma, many women find the motivation to shine in their own unique way, affirming that self-confidence is the timeless key. Janet Jackson is a musical icon who has shaped an entire generation, and her journey of physical transformation from a young age has always been discussed with respect. Her decision to openly address her nose surgery was not just a cosmetic choice, but also a step toward asserting control over her personal image in a highly pressurized entertainment industry. Instead of letting rumors surround her, she chose transparency, showing a free and determined spirit that is always willing to face change in order to feel happiest and most fulfilled. Janet's appeal is not only rooted in her legendary hits, but also in the regal presence she has maintained across decades. She has never allowed pressure about appearance to become an obstacle, instead choosing to use beauty enhancements as a tool to elevate her presence on stage. Her thoughtful approach to cosmetic procedures has helped her maintain a deep connection with fans, who have always valued the honesty and admirable self-confidence of a true stage legend. Janet Jackson's story is a testament to the courage of living truthfully with one's personal desires, even in the face of harsh public scrutiny. She has shown that beauty is not something static, but something that evolves continuously alongside personal growth and maturity. Through this, she conveys the message that every individual has the right to change, as long as those decisions come from self-awareness. Janet remains an enduring source of inspiration for self-respect and the desire to fully express oneself. Nicki Minaj has always been at the center of public debate with her bold artistic style and powerful appearance. Discussions about butt implants or body-shaping procedures have never shaken her, because for Nicki, every curve of her body is a proud artistic statement. She transforms cosmetic enhancements into an integral part of building her hip-hop queen image, where confidence is placed above all else. For her, surgery is not about hiding, but a tool for expressing a uniquely individual identity. Nicki Minaj's openness about her physical transformations has sparked a broader conversation about beauty standards in the modern music industry. She has never tried to be a bland copy of anyone else, instead, actively shaping new standards through her boldness and distinctive artistic vision. Her honesty has helped many fans feel liberated, understanding that caring for and transforming oneself to feel more powerful can be a meaningful personal journey, as long as one is willing to live with and take responsibility for those choices. Nicki Minaj's journey proves that beauty is a combination of talent and the courage to change one's appearance to match one's inner self. She doesn't need the approval of the masses. She empowers herself, inspiring a mindset of self-mastery and pride in taking control of one's life. Chrissy Teigen is widely loved for her humor and honesty, especially for openly sharing her journey of getting breast implants and later deciding to have them removed. In an industry that often glorifies perfection, her willingness to discuss this process as a lesson in maturity and health has won the hearts of fans. She is never afraid to talk about mistakes or changes in perspective, turning her personal experiences into a message about appreciating the real body, where health is always the top priority. Chrissy's decision to remove her breast implants marked an important turning point, showing that she had truly begun listening to and understanding her body more than ever before. She demonstrated that beauty does not need to be forced into standards that do not align with personal comfort. This courage has helped her become a trusted figure for millions of followers who seek authenticity in a world full of heavily edited images. Chrissy chose to live honestly rather than chase a perfect appearance. Chrissy's decision to remove her breast implants marked an important turning point, showing that she had truly begun listening to and understanding her body more than ever before. She demonstrated that beauty does not need to be forced into standards that do not align with personal comfort. This courage has helped her become a trusted companion to millions of followers who seek authenticity in a world filled with heavily edited images. Chrissy chose to live truthfully rather than pursue a perfect appearance. Iggy Azalea has never avoided questions about her appearance, and she has been open about getting breast augmentation and a nose job as personal choices. In the hip-hop world, where personal image is closely tied to identity, Iggy views cosmetic procedures as a way to feel more confident and satisfied when facing the public. This raw honesty has helped her break down barriers of judgment, reinforcing the idea that every woman has full control over her own appearance in order to achieve inner freedom. Publicly sharing her appearance changes has helped Iggy become a more relatable and authentic figure in the eyes of her fans. She does not try to build a falsely perfect natural beauty image, but instead chooses to openly acknowledge what she has done. This transparency creates a special bond between her and her audience, who are always searching for honesty in an industry filled with carefully staged images. Iggy uses her experience to show that true beauty lies in the confidence that comes from taking full ownership of one's own decisions. Iggy Azalea's journey is a testament to the idea that living truthfully with oneself is the key to happiness. She does not let public chatter or strict standards affect her demeanor. By daring to change and openly acknowledge it, she has inspired many fans to love and care for themselves in their own way. Iggy's story is a lesson in resilience. It is not about which beauty choices one makes, but how one faces those choices with strength, pride, and without regret. Beyoncé has always been a center of admiration and discussion within aesthetic circles. Even though she has never confirmed undergoing any cosmetic procedures, her perceived perfection is often analyzed. But what truly sets her apart is the powerful presence she radiates from within. For Beyoncé, beauty is not just about facial features, but a combination of exceptional talent, relentless work ethic, and meticulous attention to every detail of her public image. She is the one who has redefined the concept of perfection itself. Queen Bee's appeal lies in how she maintains complete control over every aspect of her career and life. No matter how much the media analyzes or speculates, Beyoncé keeps the composed presence of a queen, focusing on creating timeless musical works. She does not allow external standards to be imposed on her, but instead sets new benchmarks for style and beauty herself. This pride and absolute command have helped her maintain her top-tier status for decades. Beyoncé's story is a powerful source of inspiration for women around the world about taking control of themselves and living with ambition. She proves that when someone reaches a high level of confidence, appearance becomes only a small part of overall power. Her beauty is a blend of intelligence, self-respect, and strict discipline in self-improvement. Looking at Beyoncé, we all learn that the most lasting kind of beauty is not something that can be edited, but something that shines from a mindset constantly striving to become the best version of oneself. Angelina Jolie has long been considered a standard of natural beauty, but she is also very realistic about how the body changes over time. Rather than denying small cosmetic enhancements used to maintain a youthful look, she chooses to be open so that fans understand that caring for one's appearance is a long journey of self-respect. For Angelina, beauty is not about flawless perfection, but about the confidence of a woman who has gone through many ups and downs in life, always prioritizing health and a composed, dignified presence above all else. Angelina's appeal lies in her independent mindset and the way she takes control of her life under constant public scrutiny. She does not let speculation about cosmetic procedures affect her humanitarian work or her deeply layered acting career. Instead, she focuses on spreading messages of resilience and compassion, using her appearance as a medium to convey meaningful human values. Her subtle transparency helps audiences understand that beauty care is a legitimate personal choice, as long as one preserves an unmistakable identity and individuality. Looking at Angelina, we see a living example of timeless beauty that endures through the years. She affirms that when one's inner strength is solid and one's mind is sharp, any form of enhancement is only a supporting element that highlights natural beauty. Angelina does not follow trends. She defines her own style. Her story is a reminder that women are truly radiant only when they live according to their core values. Love themselves, and never allow superficial standards to define who they are. The journeys of the celebrities above show that cosmetic procedures or physical transformations are not merely about outward appearance. but also about the search for personal confidence and happiness, whether choosing to be open in order to break stereotypes or staying private to focus on inner values. Each public figure demonstrates that autonomy over one's own body is paramount. True and lasting beauty exists when we dare to take ownership of our own decisions and live authentically every day. These regrettable changes serve as a powerful reminder of the price that can come with chasing perfect beauty at any cost. Which star's transformation in today's list impressed you the most? Or what are your thoughts on these cosmetic procedures? Share your opinion below and join the discussion. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest stories from